BMW dudes are crazy, bro. They'll buy like a $4,000, what, Meisterfart, Schafterwaft, whatever the hell that, you know, these weird German companies. But I'm like, dude, 200 bucks? That's the name of the game. Put money where it matters. Seat time and cool stuff. It's no surprise that BMWs generally just don't sound amazing. But we're on a quest today to build the best possible sounding exhaust based on the setup I currently have. I'll give you guys a quick recap, but when we were building this car initially with the 2.5 liter, we got the cheapest exhaust I could possibly find. It was kind of funny. So here's a little recap. Let's get started with this today. This exhaust was $200.
A few moments later.
What? Uh-oh. Did they just are they wrong? I think they're angled incorrectly. Oh my God, they welded them backwards. Oh no. Okay. Well, we're not getting the car down now. Oh, what is happening, bro? They literally put the flange on wrong. Maybe don't buy a $200 exhaust, guys. So as you can see, I'm still working on the body kit, getting it together, but I've got it kitty haired together, and then we will end up fiberglassing it. But we did an M54 B30 engine swap on this thing, so 3 liter swap, super good. Got the RK tunes on it, but we also have a header. Check out this. This actually looks really cool. So we've got a headers all the way back, and it's really almost impossible to make a BMW sound good that's naturally aspirated with headers in any case. So since there's no cats anymore, I got some small mufflers and we welded up something to make it sound good. It's gonna be still super loud. This is about as good as it's going to get. Why did it do that? That's dumb. What are you doing, bud? That sounds really good, actually. No. Now that we're outside, it actually doesn't sound bad. That sounds not amazing, but like, that's about as good as you can get on these cars. Here is a good look at the exhaust. I think it actually looks amazing. But these are 2-inch mufflers. Honestly, they're from Amazon. Amazon for the win. And then I just did a reducer out as a sort of exhaust tip. We're gonna change the exhaust tips. Maybe, I think I might angle them down. But honestly, by the time this thing is fully kitted up, it might be boosted, so we'll see. BMWs are just naturally very raspy. So the first startup, I think it was kind of it was a bad example because we were in the corner of a shop, but I've driven this car around for a little bit and I actually did some street drifting. I went to Mexico, tested it out, got my ears acquainted with the sound, and it actually sounds really good. I think this is as good of a sound as you can get out of a naturally aspirated 3 liter from BMW that's essentially straight piped with just some mufflers and resonators. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a minute to get used to this sound, but I actually like it. I'm also used to turbo cars. Like most of my cars for the past few years have all been turbocharged, so it's like different sounds. The biggest thing for me was the car wasn't even bearable to sit in just for the drone whenever we first were testing it. Granted, it was an actual straight pipe and it was just coming straight out. It sounded terrible. This, like, it just sounds like a BMW. I've heard a lot of M3s, M4s, like BMWs generally just don't sound good. And I don't know if it's because of how they route their exhaust, the size of the exhaust they use, how they build their heads, the compression. I don't exactly know. I'm no scientist, so I don't know. But BMWs just don't have the most amazing sound in the world, especially these old inline sixes. They can sound pretty good with the right intake setup and a super muffled exhaust setup, but oh my god, I was in third gear. Dude, this diff's ratio is crazy. It actually sounds really good. One thing that I will say that I've learned in my course of drifting, I guess it's just because of my age, because I'm almost 30 now. I've gotten to the point to where I don't love loud exhausts. Like I genuinely, I hate straight pipe V8s, I hate straight pipe JZs. In a general setting on the street, they're just obnoxious, and I like quieter cars because I like to enjoy my experience in the passenger seat. Like, look at my 240 SX, for example. Like, most people with SRs are obnoxiously loud, they sound terrible, so I wanted to muffle mine. But I realized over the course of drifting, there is what Formula Drift judges would call the X factor. There's something in drifting that adds a ton of value when your car is loud enough to hear from the audience, not even from you or your passenger, but if you can hear your car on and off throttle, it's different. So this being like my dedicated like backup drift car, party car, I didn't want to make it too terribly quiet, because when you're watching the car from a distance, you want to hear when I am, you know, my balls are in the firewall. Balls to the firewall. Balls of your feet, you freaks. Here we go. I'm going to give you guys some good acceleration here because I think this sounds really good. We're warmed up now. Well, there's something to be said about a drift car that makes some noise, because it's entertaining from a crowd perspective, from a watcher's perspective. It adds to it. The car, I hear more engine and intake noise than I do exhaust, which to me is perfect because I still want it to be pretty toned down, and especially for being naturally aspirated with these headers, like, it's gonna be loud really regardless of what you do. But the exhaust itself, the exhaust note, I think this is one of the best naturally aspirated M54, M52 sounds I think that I've heard. It's because it has two resonators in it across the board, and then two giant individual mufflers, while also still maintaining the dual exhaust all the way back. So it is 3 cylinders and 3 cylinders, which gives it a really unique sound. Like, there's no X pipe, there's no Y pipe, there's nothing that can join the exhaust at any point. Oh, yeah, it's awesome. I don't even think I've touched the rev limiter on this with the new engine. I've been too scared to. Heat's too high, bro. Heat's too high. Oh, this car's fun, bro. This car is so much fun. How was that? Pretty sick. I think for a drift car, like, that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, like,
you can hear your own car.
Right.
I'm tandeming with someone with a loud car. I cannot hear my car.
Right, like, you want to have enough volume, people can hear your car, or people can hear both cars. Because honestly, judges tend, I think unknowingly, they tend to be a little more biased towards the louder car because they can hear your throttle commitment.
Yeah.
Like, here we go, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Most top liked comment gets a smack in the face. So thank you for watching.
Gets punched in the face.
Make sure you like and subscribe for more videos. for like rubbing
you can
everywhere.
Feel the car rubbing like so, and like wants to grip itself up and rubbing so bad.